Is your spouse, partner, friend, or loved one struggling with weight, food, or body image problems? Do you want to help but just don't know how? In this video, I'm going to talk about what not to say to people dealing with these issues. First and foremost, don't, and I cannot stress this enough, do not be the food police. Do not say, do you think you should eat that? Do not say, maybe you should make a healthier choice. Do not say, do you really need a second portion? No. In the history of all time, a comment like that has never made anyone put down a fork, stop eating something and say, you're right. I never thought of that. I shouldn't eat this. Thank you for enlightening me. Never happened, never will. More likely, the person you're talking to feels embarrassed, ashamed, guilty, defensive. They might get mad at you. And worse, they're even more likely to turn to food for comfort since eating soothes, numbs, or distracts from uncomfortable feelings. In other words, being the food police doesn't make things better. It usually makes things worse. Another example of what not to say, don't be logical. Don't say, if you want to lose weight, just eat a little less. Here's why logic doesn't help. What seems like a weight problem or a food problem is usually not about food at all. Whatever's going on with food is a symptom of the problem. In gardening, if you chop off a weed, it grows back. To eliminate a weed, you have to dig out the root. Overeating, binging, anything going on with food is the equivalent of a weed. To stop overeating, people have to identify and work through the conflicts and emotions that lead to the behavior. So talking about food or being logical is not going to help because the focus is on the wrong thing. Now, what if you're trying to be supportive and reassuring and you say, oh, what do you mean you feel fat? You look great. Sorry, that's another what not to say. Think about it. If you say, oh, you look great to someone, has that person ever said, really? I do. I look great. Thanks. I don't feel fat anymore. Again, probably never happened and never will. Fat is a substance, not a feeling. So if someone feels fat, he or she may be using that term as a default description for feeling unsatisfied, wishing for more of something. They may feel fat because it's preferable to feeling emotional. Now, maybe you're thinking, I don't say any of those things. I'm sensitive to people's feelings. I'd never comment on my friend's weight. I'd never say anything to my wife or husband about his or her weight. Well, that's wonderful, but do you talk about other people's weight? Have you ever said something like, oh, that actress who lost all her baby weight in 3 weeks, she looks amazing. Or maybe you've weighed in, pardon the expression, on the changing weight of Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, Al Gore, Chris Christie, and so on. So although overeating is about deeper issues than weight and food, commenting on anyone's appearance can actually trigger the behavior because when people feel bad about themselves or they feel bad, especially in comparison to a celebrity who lost all her baby weight in 3 weeks, they might turn to food for comfort or distraction. So to sum up, don't decide what someone should or should not be eating. Don't restrict food choices or amounts. Don't make comments about food. Don't play nutritionist or offer food-related advice. Don't comment on other people's weight or appearance, either good or bad. Stop doing all those things, and that will be a huge help to the people that you love who are struggling with their weight. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Nina Savell Rockland, psychoanalyst. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment or a question. For more information and inspiration, visit my website, winthedietwar.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the show.